That's really nice.
Yes.
Hello and welcome back. This week we are in Amed, which is in East Bali, and look at these views.
Amed is definitely well known for its views.
Yeah.
It's somewhere that's lesser visited than places like Canggu, Ubud and Uluwatu. And by the time we're finished showing you all the incredible things that you can do here, you're going to be just as confused as we are as to why more people aren't coming to Amed.
Our first stop is going to be probably the most impressive view in Bali.
I don't think there's any probably about it. I think this is the single best view you can see in Bali.
We need to show you.
It is bright and early this morning. We were up at about 5:15 so that we could set off and get to this incredible sunrise spot and beat all the crowds. We're at Lahangan Sweet and look at this sunrise right here. The most crazy part is that's not even the view that we came for. It is a popular sunrise spot and it looks like a few people have beaten us here already. We thought that we would be first.
We thought we'd be the first ones. In 2022, we came here. It was like 11:30 in the morning. We were the only people here, like no one was here.
So you've got these
Tree
houses here. We're gonna have to wait our turn for those. But there's a few other spots and we did get some pictures here last time. But look at that view of Agung.
So beautiful.
It's a good job that I bring spares because Danielle told me my blue t-shirt didn't match with the aesthetic. But now we're gonna fly the drone and just enjoy these views because even though there's a tiny bit of cloud over here, it's still incredible.
How amazing is this?
This is such a beautiful place.
It really is.
It's popular for a reason because it's just so amazing. The views, I think, are the best that you'll find in Bali.
Yeah.
And even though it is popular, there's not actually that many people here.
Yeah.
I think if you came late morning or early afternoon, there'd probably be quite a few. But this hasn't been too bad. There's been a few people, you know, taking pictures on the different spots. But other than that, yeah, it's been a pretty nice morning.
Yeah, it's been beautiful. And it looks like there's loads of clouds over, I think it's like in the southwest, but it's actually like every time the clouds come over to Agung, they just disappear, which...
Yeah, perfect.
Perfect.
We were a bit worried as we were driving up. We could see some of the grey clouds and stuff, and we were like, we've come this far. And we got up so early.
Yeah, we
but
did.
Luckily the clouds just hit near Agung and disappear. We've absolutely loved being here, as you can tell. There is another spot kind of nearby, like 20-30 minutes away, that we're going to go to. You can go to that one for sunrise as well, or you can just pop there after you've been to Lahangan Sweet, either way, but we'll show you that now. I'm back on with my driving clothes. Just as we're on our way out of Lahangan Sweet, I wanted to mention that the road to get here, 98% of it is perfectly fine, no problems. That last 2% is among the worst roads we've ever experienced. Be very careful on your bike, and if you really don't want to drive it, which is fine, you can pay for a Jeep to bring you that last 100-200 meters. It's all uphill and very dirty, sort of mud, stony, rocky road with cracks all in it. It's not good. We're not even going to be able to film it because we need all attention and all hands on deck for getting down.
We have arrived at another popular spot here, maybe about 30 minutes from Amed. And this one's pretty popular, I would say more so for the Instagram photos. It is super beautiful, especially if you come just before they harvest all the rice fields, because it's super lush and green. Usually from the rice fields here, you see the most stunning view of Agung, but as you can see, the clouds have set in. So we maybe don't get the view of Agung like we did at Lahangan Sweet, but if you do come here on a clear day, it is really, really stunning, and you should definitely add this to your bucket list. Despite the clouds, it is still a really beautiful view.
as well as other spectacular views. There's another really special thing about Amed. It's one of the best places on the island that you can go scuba diving, and there's a particular site here that you could not find anywhere else. The special site is going to be our second dive. Yes. So just enjoy this one for now.
That
was so good.
That was so good.
I'm ready for a coffee.
Yeah.
And then dive 2.
Wow, it's so impressive seeing these Indonesian women carrying oxygen canisters on their head.
Our second dive site is the USAT Liberty, a cargo ship from World War I and II that was torpedoed by a Japanese submarine. It managed to make it onto the beach near Amed, where it sat for 20 years. Then, in 1963, the famous Mt Agung became active for the first time in 120 years. This eruption caused a series of earthquakes which shook the Liberty into the ocean, where it now rests and has become a popular dive site. We think you can see why.
After an incredible experience diving here in Amed, we really recommend it. Even if you wanted to try a fun dive here, it is such a good experience. Today we are swapping our dive gear for snorkel gear. We are on Amed Beach. It's beautiful black sand beach here in Amed. We've entered here from Warung Bobo, which looks like a really cute warung, and we're probably going to catch a drink there afterwards. We're going to see if we can find some sea turtles, so come with us. Although we entered Amed Beach from Warung Bobo, we actually walked down a little bit past Amed Bali, I think beach bungalows, and we headed into the ocean and went in the northeast direction. Bear in mind the current might be quite strong, so definitely be careful. We came with our own snorkel gear, but we do wish we had flippers because it would help us swim against the strong current a little bit more. It was so cool though. We saw two turtles actually. One was swimming pretty fast, so we didn't try and catch up with him. We saw one just chilling by the reef, which was so cool. This is a really good spot to come if you want to snorkel in Amed. Now we're going to head to a couple more beaches and snorkel spots, and you can decide which is the one for you.
This is Lipa Beach. To get here, you can park at Vienna Beach Resort, and then it's just a short walk to the ocean. As you can see, it has some amazing snorkeling and beautiful coral to explore. This is such a nice beach. We both absolutely love the snorkeling. It's a really good beach for families to come out as well. You can see loads of families with little kids because the sand is really soft sand. Amed Beach, where we just were, was very rocky. It was hard to walk on. And then for the first 10 meters as you're walking into the ocean, that's all super soft sand on the bottom as well. And then just after that, you got some of the most beautiful coral. We were swimming around there and we saw a group of snorkelers over on the very left-hand side. We thought there must be some amazing coral over there because there was a bunch of them. We got over there, the visibility was bad. I was kind of confused. Then we saw 2 turtles and I realized exactly why. So you can see turtles here. It's a very small kind of cove. But yeah, this has been amazing. It's a beautiful beach to look at and the snorkeling here was quality.
Sand is hot. Let's go. You ready?
Yeah. I feel like there should be cartoon steam coming off my feet after you got in the water.
Our final beach is Ibis Beach, and there is not only tons of beautiful coral to snorkel, but also another shipwreck. There isn't a lot that is known about this shipwreck, other than it is supposedly a Japanese patrol ship that was sunk sometime during World War II. It still makes for a beautiful snorkel site now.
Ibis Beach is our favourite beach for snorkeling.
This is the best beach we've ever snorkeled at. The coral here was just amazing. It was like a field of coral.
Literally like a coral garden.
Yeah, we just swam. So if you look over here, there's some rocks. We swam around those rocks and that's how we reached the Japanese shipwreck. Yeah. Took us a little while to find it, but
the tide is strong, so I would recommend wearing flippers here.
Yeah, we opted not to. There was a guy renting them out from here, and we said
regret saying no.
We said no, we'll be okay. The tide was strong. We're pretty tired now. As beautiful as this beach was for snorkeling, we will say that this is also the place that had the most trash in the water. Other places we didn't really see a lot. This, it wasn't covered, but there were large pieces of plastic. Ourselves and we saw a few other people picking the odd bit up, putting it in their pocket. You can take it to the bars and restaurants, put it in their trash. Just, if you can just pay that forward and do what you can, if you do come and visit this beach as well, it's always much appreciated.
We have made it to Tirta Gangga Temple. It is so beautiful here. It opens around 6 AM and right now it's about 8 o'clock and there's a couple of people but not too many. It's such a good time to come here and experience how beautiful this temple is. It's very well known for the fish which you can see behind me. It's very well known for feeding them and the steps that you can walk across, but the surrounding area is just so beautiful.
You can see all the fish gathering around because they're just assuming they're going to get fed. We haven't bought any fish food. Geez, some of these are huge, but maybe we will. We'll see. There she is.
Some of the fish are so big.
I was just saying.
Look at this one. It's so big.
We're going to have a little walk around, but what's been really good about this, and
I didn't expect it,
quite surprising, is we just walked in. It's free to get in.
It's free to get in. We only paid 2,000 for parking,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, that was it. Some woman said it was 5,000 for some fish food. We'll see. We might feed them. That could be cool.
They look like they want to be fed. They're
Some of them look like they don't need feeding.
Yeah. I am just about to make my way across the water on the stepping stones. Let's see how it goes. Honestly, this place is so beautiful. Just being on the stones, seeing all the fish around you. It's a really, really cool place. I like it here a lot.
I don't want to get my toes.
Okay.
There's so many cool picturesque spots here. You've got these waterfalls like this one behind me, the steps where I've just been taking a bunch of photos for Danielle, and just these like walkways surrounded by the water on either side. It's really nice here, really surrounded by all of this amazing nature as well. Absolutely worth a nice little stop one morning when you're in Amed. Oh, taking in the views.
Taking in the views. It's so beautiful here.
Yeah, it's awesome. We've had a really nice morning so far, walking around this incredible temple. It's really not very big. It's a couple of lakes and you kind of walk around. There's so many amazing spots to take pictures, and you probably spend more time waiting for people to get out your pictures than you do walking around taking pictures, but it's still good to just take the opportunity to enjoy where you are because the setting and the scenery is so amazing here. We're gonna head off now. We're gonna go to a rice field, and Danielle's gonna tell you the name because I'm pretty convinced that every travel couple is comprised of two things. One person who does all the driving to get you to places, but also has no idea where they're going, and another person who does all the organising, knows where you're going, but is equally bad at giving directions.
We really enjoyed our visit to Tirta Gangga, and now we're going to Barina Rice Terraces. It looks so beautiful, so quiet, and it's only a 10-minute drive from here, so we're gonna head there. In the meantime, we've already had breakfast, but there's loads of really beautiful warungs and cafes around here, so if you want to get a snack, breakfast or a coffee, you can do it right next to Tirta Gangga. Hello! Honestly, guys, wow.
This is so good.
This is literally the kind of view that it's making me cry. It's the kind of view that honestly takes your breath away. It's so, I literally can't put into.
We're going to show you it, but we're at the, like Danielle said, Barina Rice Terrace. This is a cafe that overlooks the rice fields. You can get tea, coffee.
Yes.
We've gone for 2 coconuts because we love a kalapa.
Yes.
And they recommended some fried bananas.
Yeah, we're going to get that as well.
We're going to get that, but we're going to be enjoying this
We
while
need
we
to
enjoy
show you.
those.
Yeah, we need to show you this view because, wow. Kalapa.
Good fresh coconut.
And they said that this is the best fried banana, so we're gonna give this a try because it looks really good.
I'm gonna go in my hands.
Ooh.
You're being all civilized, aren't you?
With a fork.
It's got some syrup on it, some like brown sugar. Oh, hot.
Oh. That's what you get for going in with your hands.
Good though.
Is it good? Oh, it's hot. I'm gonna wait. Okay, I've finally been able to try this because it's slightly cooler in order to eat, and oh my god, it's so good.
It is really good.
Mm.
I'm going in for number 2.
Number 2. This is delicious.
As well as that incredible cafe where we had that amazing coconut with the best view, there's also a bunch of other cafes and restaurants that are really nice here in Amed, and we've come to one for a coffee, and I feel like they take the coffee very seriously here. There's already a few places that we've found which have latte art champions, and and the coffee here has been particularly good. But yeah, there's some incredible restaurants that we'll show you as well.
One thing we really love about Amed is driving around, because look at these views! Wow, it's honestly so beautiful here. Can you even? Because we definitely can. It is honestly stunning here.
As we've already said, Amed is definitely lesser visited than a lot of other places in Bali like Canggu, Ubud and Uluwatu, and because of that it makes it an amazing spot to learn more about the local authentic Balinese culture. We've come somewhere super local. This is Samsara Natural Living Museum, and it was about a 45-minute drive from the centre of Amed to get here. We're going to now spend a bit of time walking around here and learning all about that authentic Balinese culture. We cannot wait.
Tamarind and palm sugar. Normally they say for antibacterial or something. If you eat more spicy food,
Yeah.
Good for you. This is jamu. This is a welcome drink that you get when you come here to the museum. That's good.
That's nice.
Yeah, yeah, you can taste the turmeric.
Okay.
we dry in the rice. After dry, we put inside the wood like this and smash.
As you walk in, the ladies play a bit of a welcome drumming. Usually they use it for breaking up rice when they've harvested rice, but for us in that occasion we got to give a bit of a welcome song, a bit of a try, which was cool.
You drink this and then you exercise.
Yeah, but not too much. But with the cup,
Maybe you can pour,
yes,
you know.
I can.
You know, good amounts of pour.
First, little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
If you want more, you can add again.
Oh,
Yes.
that's
That's
really
tasty.
nice.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
tasty. It's like sour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've tried arak before, but this one's good.
Arak is essentially a Balinese drink. It's their own version of alcohol, and our guide actually told us that sometimes they drink it first thing in the morning, which is crazy because it's quite a high percentage. It's anything from 20% up to around 40 is average. We're just going to enjoy the rest of our time here. It's so beautiful, surrounded by such amazing nature, and we're excited to see what else is in store.
We just spent some time in this museum behind me right here. Our guide was able to explain the different ceremonies that the Balinese people will have throughout their entire life, and there's 14. Bali is known, they are having ceremonies constantly, and now I think we know why, because every single person has 14, and it's all the way from when you're born through till even after you're dead. This was 100,000 rupiah per person to come and do this. They do other things like cooking classes, and I think you can learn how they do some of their dances as well. But even just the 100k walking around this beautiful premises, learning all about the Balinese people and their lives has been amazing. We would highly recommend it.
We have some Bali coffee and some brown sugar, and also a little snack. We have sweet potato with brown sugar. So nice. And this is the spoon. So nice.
You wanna writing your name? You can writing and she can writing in Balinese later.
If you've fallen in love with Amed as much as we have, with all its amazing, incredible natural beauty and raw Balinese culture, there's still one thing left to do, and that's explore more of the incredible places nearby.
One place that we absolutely fell in love with from the very start is around an hour's drive from here, and it's Cinnamon. It is so beautiful, and if you want to check out our YouTube on things to do in Cinnamon, you can click here.